Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of storing and removing your van out of storage. We're going to have a look at the few key tips that you need to know. Some of them are safety items as well that are really important. So we're going to go and have a look at what to do next. So the first thing to do, plug your caravan back into 240 power. Plug it in overnight or for 24 hours. This will make sure your battery is back to full charge. But also, at the same time, turn your fridge back on, close the doors, so that your fridge can get to full temperature as well, so it's ready for when you start to travel. Just remember when you bring your van out of storage and you start turning everything on, that if you do have the Red Arc Manager 30 or EnerDrive systems, you may have put it into storage mode. Just turn it back into touring mode so it's ready for driving. So the next thing, which is a safety issue, so checking your tyre pressure, your wheel nuts, and also the heat that can come from your wheel hubs. So first thing, tyre pressure. You should know what your normal tyre pressure is. We've got the video that goes through tyre pressure, but we have a tyre pressure little monitor here. I can just put it straight on. It shows me it's 52 PSI, absolutely fine for traveling. The next thing to check is all of your wheel nuts. When you're traveling, it's okay to check 3 at a time because you're traveling constantly. You can see if something's going wrong. But because the van's been in storage, don't leave anything to chance, check it all. So you've got 2 options here. So we have a torque wrench. All of your wheel nuts will be set to a torque of 135 Newton meters of torque. So it clicks, I know that one's tight. If you don't happen to have a torque wrench, they're about $35, $40 at Bunnings. Your wheel brace will suffice. Just make sure that it's good hand strength, and that will still be at the right point that you need it, a little bit like your torque wrench. And the last thing, when you do start to travel, so there's a little check that you should always do. You've brought the van out of storage, you've now got it towing behind your car, travel for around 30 minutes, pull over somewhere safe and just walk around, touch your hubs, both sides of the van, make sure they're not hot. If they're hot or you can feel a lot of heat coming out of them, there is actually an issue then with either your brakes, your bearings, or the wheel nuts themselves. So this will give you an indication that if there is an issue, it's an early warning sign before something goes pear-shaped. So that's just a little check worth doing. Also remember, when we're talking about checking tyre pressure, talking about checking wheel nuts, there's a spare wheel on your caravan as well. Make sure you check that as well to make sure it's inflated correctly, the wheel nuts are tight enough on the back of your caravan as well.
Go ahead.
So remember also, you may have opened some windows slightly or some roof vents to allow for ventilation through your caravan. So make sure you go around, close your windows. Check the other videos where you put your little lock nuts or how you travel with your blinds. Also remembering, pull all hatches down, and you may have also closed your sullage hose just to make sure nothing comes up there while traveling. You can now go and open it up and get ready to travel.